if they want to find a resolution for Iran's peaceful nuclear program, the only way is diplomacy. And we have proved this in the past, and I believe that still there is a good chance to have a diplomatic solution which is based on a win-win game, and a solution is at our reach. I believe that when we meet, probably this Thursday in Geneva again, we can work on those elements and prepare a good text and come to a fast deal. This is my understanding. I see it quite possible.
Special Envoy Steve Witkoff will take.
I don't want to use the word frustrated. It's almost because he understands he's got plenty of alternatives. But it's curious. He's curious as to why they haven't, I don't want to use the word capitulated, but why they haven't capitulated. Why under this sort of pressure with the amount of sea power, naval power that we have over there, why they haven't come to us and said, we profess that we don't want a weapon. So here's what we're prepared to do. And yet it's hard to sort of get them to that place.
Trump has been sold a narrative by the Israelis that portrays Iran far, far weaker than it actually is. And as a result, he's adopting maximalist, capitulation positions that are simply unrealistic based on how the power reality actually looks. The Iranians are undoubtedly weaker than they were 2 years ago, but not as weak as the Israelis have been telling Trump they are. And as a result, he is confused, frustrated that they haven't capitulated yet, but the capitulation simply is not in the card because they're not as weak as Trump believes. Unless this gets corrected, that even if the Iranians put forward a very far-leaning proposal that is extremely attractive to the US, Trump may still say no because he's under the false belief that he can get something even better. Some of the things that he said does worry me in the sense that him claiming that the Iranians are a week away from having the material for a bomb. I mean, based on everything else the administration have said, that is absolutely not the case. But those are the type of sound bites that you might want to get out if you're wanting to start building the building blocks for a case for war, by being able to go to the American public afterwards and say that the United States had no option but to take military action because the Iranians were 1 week away from having a bomb. Of course, there's absolutely no one else that is corroborating this data. In fact, it is completely